G'day guys, just welcome back to just another video. Just a bit of a trade. You can probably tell by the description above. I've done a trade with Andrew Ballina, really cool YouTuber on here. I think he also sort of get into some anime, and he was wanted to do a trade with me. Did I sort of have any anime that I wanted to trade? And I'd recently bought some stuff off eBay at a reasonably cheap price, and I knew it was just going to sit in my collection, still wrapped in plastic, and I'd never watch it for quite a while. So I thought I might as well, pass it on to someone that's going to actually watch it. Yeah, so I got a package from him. Pretty sure his video is already up of what I've already seen him. So I'll leave a link for his video, his channel below. Also, guys, you should subscribe to him. One of the sort of the nicest guys on here, I think. Anyway, so we'll get cracking into it. This is a note here. Which I'll just quickly read. It says, "Hey Rob, hope all is well. Thanks for doing this trade, and I hope you enjoy the movies, especially the Halloween Blu-ray. I'm sure I will. Keep making great videos, and we'll catch up soon, Andrew." So yeah, I'll sort of show you what I got. Obviously, I got the Halloween on Blu-ray, which I've only sort of seen for the second time, only sort of a few weeks ago. I actually really enjoyed it. I was actually, a really good movie. I can sort of see why people say it's, it's so good. It was great. Just a great sort of suspenseful movie. Great use of very cinematic. I thought very nice sort of wide shots and the leaves sort of blowing in the wind, and I thought that was a nice sort of effect, and very sort of, I don't mean this as a negative, but a very sort of slow burning type movie, which I think is actually good. It's sort of watching the movie unfold, and you're sort of watching these characters just basically going about their sort of daily life sort of thing just over a night, and I liked how sort of Michael Myers was you're sort of always in shadow, and you're sort of looking over his shoulder, and he's just sort of out of frame type thing, and obviously, people can't. He's there, sort of right behind you, but no one can sort of see him because he's just out of shot type thing, But yeah, definitely, I just thought it was a really good movie. I couldn't really find much that I didn't really like about it. Yeah, I really enjoyed sort of watching it. I did sort of watch the ROBB Zombie remake as well, which I'm sure people were probably fans of that movie, but I just thought that was a pile of trash, to be honest. It was just awful compared to this one. So that's Halloween, great movie. Also got the Halloween 2, just on DVD here. I haven't sort of seen this one yet. I haven't sort of had a chance to sort of watch this one, but now they've got a proper DVD copy of it. I'm sure I'll be able to watch that one. So we got Donnie Brasco, that's how you pronounce it, or Donnie Brasco, perhaps is it? Al Pacino, Johnny Depp. Who else was in it? And Heche, which she was. If you want to sort of read about someone that's had a really horrible life, if you go to IMDB and read her bio, that's very depressing. I think you'll find. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this one. Actually, I hadn't sort of seen it before, and it was on TV sort of a few months ago, and it's not your typical type sort of gangster type movie. It's sort of Al Pacino's sort of in the mob, and he's and Johnny Depp sort of he's an undercover police officer, and he's trying to infiltrate the mob, and they sort of become friends, the sort of the two, and Al Pacino, he's sort of being, how can I explain it? He's sort of being passed over. He's sort of his time's gone type thing. He's supposed to sort of rise up the ranks, but he hasn't sort of been picked to sort of get to the next level. He's sort of been like younger men have sort of been past him, sort of gone past gone higher up than he has, sort of type thing. I just thought it was a really good movie, that one. Another one, probably one of my favourite movies of all time, V for Vendetta, which I think I got a DVD copy somewhere of it. But I thought this was actually just an absolute great movie. It's like very I found it very sort of original, and it's not your typical sort of movie you watch. You got Natalie Portman, Hugo Weaving. It was really interesting and very nice sort of art style to it, and very sort of kind of like an alternative type universe, I think. But that's definitely a good movie to watch. I got Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Barrels. I haven't sort of seen this one in years either. Yeah, I just remember it being a very sort of real cool sort of a British gangster type film. That's definitely worth a watch. And I'm pretty sure I've got Snatch as well. I'm not sure if it's. I'm pretty sure it's a sequel, isn't it? I think. Well, sort of kind of. I'm not sure if it's a sequel necessarily, but that's definitely another one I haven't watched for years. A bit of an old classic. Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman. I think Paul Newman's. I think he got arrested for vandalising. I think it was a parking meter or something. And you sort of get sort of sent to jail and do time or something. That's pretty much all I know about it. I think it's supposed to be a fairly good movie though. It's sort of an old movie, 1969 is it or something like that. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. And last of all, got the Big Lebowski with a nice sort of really cool flip cover. I have sort of seen this one probably when it probably first came out, probably a year or two after. I reckon it would have been back in the 90s, was it, when it came out? Not sure. 1998. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it wasn't a bad movie. I didn't think it was all that nothing fantastic. But that was it was years and years ago. So I'm watching. I definitely want to sort of give it another watch because a lot of people really do recommend it. So yeah, I'll put that on as well. Yes, I've got a huge stack there of stuff that Andrew sent me. So I think thanks to him obviously for sending it, for doing the trade, and very much I'm really looking forward to watching those ones. Therefore, you haven't subscribed to him, certainly do that. Great YouTuber. I'll leave his link down below. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.